So now is merging time. So as you can see, the difference of size, all the vehicle on the same view. So to compare, hook is really longer than long haul, but long haul is still more massive. Okay. So let's put them apart for now. And you have the limbs, the two arms here, and we'll begin with the two legs. Okay. So let's transform them. So scavenger. So you can it can be either left or right legs. We'll have to put the gun apart because they will form together a big gun, the gun from Devastator. So the process is different than the robot mode 1. So you still have to raise up the body, but the legs will fold on themselves to form the foot. And the crotch piece will play a very important role to make the foot solid. So we have to extend what will become the feet. So those parts which were completely necessary or very insignificant in robot mode are now very important because they are forming each foot from Devastator. So very tricky here. You have to make correspond this tab with this groove, and because everything is black, it's difficult to see something because okay, we are here. So now it's locked with the 180-degree knee bed from the scavenger. You understand this purpose now, okay? And now these two holes here and two slots here, and you have to fold back the two parts to make the crotch piece correspond to the holes and to assemble the foot, just like this. And when you push it, everything should be stable. Okay, and now you have a foot. So now let's begin the low leg. Those two panels, just folding like this and just staying low. They are filling gap. They are adding mass here to the low leg. That's really clever, I think. You can lock it's not locked here, you see. You have to push to lock everything. Clack. Okay. So the leg is locked in vertical position, and we have to just disconnect here the arm, and those arms will be used to just like this to those two parts will close on the leg, the thigh, and will lock everything in place. There's two extensions here as gap filler that will be deployed and will connect to the lower knee. So you have one leg done here with the ankle tiltage that is free now. Okay, so personally what I like to do is to put this one as a left leg, because I'm sure that the cab ears will not collide with the other leg, so I put it on the external part. So this is one foot. Let's do the other one. we just unlock the front blade on the bulldozer, then the feet, just extract the gun. Okay. And those two lateral panels have to unlock. Don't forget to fold the exhaust pipe. Okay, then we have to raise the whole part here. Separate the arms, turn. No, we don't need to turn here. You can make it look like this. I'm gonna lock this part here. So you have to push, click, and you can now turn this part up and just push it back. Then lock those side panel in a lower position, just like this, and then again we have to work on the foot. Okay, and then those two parts are just laying back of the feet, but front of the legs, so that's why difficult to figure out when you're transferring. Difficult to figure out without thinking to the bone crusher mode, because you have to think to in leg mode, not bone crusher mode. It's different. Everything is inverted. So now you have the two feet, okay, and you see that they are really symmetric. I expect the excavator part or the bulldozer part, everything else is identical. So now just put them apart. What is very clever to do is to work on him, because we're gonna just after that assemble those two, and it will have a stable basis to work on him after. So for waist mode, just unlock the lateral part exactly as we see it before. Okay, just like this. Everything apart, you can release the two wheels in order to fold the crush and to just extract the gun, what I should have done before extending the legs. Okay, and then what's important to understand is that this will be the front part of the waist from Devastator, so don't rotate the lower legs, but you have to rotate the crutch. So the crutch is supposed to turn just like this. So that's not easy to do. No, the crutch is here, sorry. My mistake. Turn here and you turn at the face, okay. So the grill is facing us, and now the chest part from long haul is now the crotch from Devastator. So what is very interesting is the mechanism to widen the hips doesn't need to separate the crotch. They just have to turn, because the pivot is here, just to turn 180 like this and turn back like this. And now you see that the legs is apart from the crotch, and you have the space for Devastator leg. So we are switching from space for long haul leg to space for Devastator legs. very, very clever. Nothing is split apart, everything is solid. We didn't lose anything. And then the crotch is supposed to lock, just it's some double inches, quite tricky, just here. No, it was there, my mistake. Wow, it's really not as simple. So you have to turn it up like this. It's a little bit tricky, okay, and then like this. Wow. And now again like this, and you have to make on the double hinge, yes, like this, click. Wow. Okay. And now it's locked, okay. Then you see that the low legs from the long arm will become the upper sides from Devastator. So you have to unlock this before just turn this completely. See this after. This, wow. Okay, and shift it up, and this have to lock into those tabs. So difficult to see in camera, and difficult to reach as well. Click, okay, you have a click. Then you have to, this time, turn the gas tank here, so it lock into, and you see this is turned. This will be stopped by those tabs locking into the groove that will make it correspond to the good position. And now it won't turn. Everything is in place. Okay, it's guided. Okay, and you can see here the H-shape port that will lock into the leg here. That was the same port for lock the gun. You see, this is the same. Okay, that's why you have this H-shape port. So they reuse the same port. So that's clever. Again, quite difficult to catch. Okay, and again, put the foot down, push it, lock, and click, and it's okay. Okay, so now we have the leg done. Now the upper body is okay. We left it like this. We're just going to work on this like this. Up, and we have to push here. So difficult to show you. These two knobs here. Here and here have to correspond to the two holes. And two holes, you see that there are one on the leg, one on the long hole lower leg. So if you push it, it's go into, okay, one side, and also the foot. There is a nub on the foot here that goes into the. So everything has to correspond to be in line. So it's not always easy to do. Okay, so that's done. And then you have two little tabs here, here and here. and all you have to do here to lock everything is click, and now it's okay. And I put it like this because I am helping from that foot that will just support all the weights, because it's very difficult to do in the same time just wearing all that heavy figure and playing with the tricky bits. And then you have the gap fillers here. Just push it like this, and there's just a little grooves and slot. You push just, and it's okay. It's just it's not too strong to help the connection. Is just to fill the gap, to avoid to have a thin part here. Okay, so you can let it like this and work on now on the second one. So same thing, just push it, okay, push it like this, I'll try to show you on the camera, it's not easy. Okay, so this one is okay, the other one, just rotate and push it as well, okay. And then just be sure that everything is locked just behind. And I think the two gap fillers for aesthetic. So now we have the lower body really stable. So we have to put it up like this. So I try to so now we have a stable environment to work on the higher part. So I try to just adjust everything so you can see what is going on there. So now we are going to work on a hook first to prepare him to get on the upper body. So in my previous video I showed a way to merge everything without struggling a lot, but you have to force the locking mechanism, and it's not something that is really reliable. I prefer to do it really the hard way, but step by step. So what's really difficult here is to work with two floppy figures. So that's the key of success, is to make him stable on his 2 feet, and it will be easier. Okay, so now what you can do is work on this. So we have to just make it turn 180. Don't forget this step, very important, because it will be too late after. Then open the arm, and those 2 tabs this time will be just locking like this. And then, very important, push those 2 one here to make room from everything that will be guided for the merging process. Then the paneling. So what I just ate, but it's you can't do without. You have to split the crotch here. So it's difficult to do. Here you see the plastic here. You unlock this, and then the crotch here is just moving there. Then you have to turn those 2 parts here that will be the locking devices will be ensured okay, and also just put those lateral panels apart. So once you've done that, you have to fold this. It seems messy here, but you won't understand everything. Those panels will slide another time and fold behind the metal part here. So this is a completely new step. We didn't see that so far for the robot mode. So this is very special step for the combined mode. So additional folding process and behind the side of long hole. And those parts will have to fold like this here, this time. This is the crotch that's moving apart. And then we can now fold the whole figure, and the ab region from hook, which is actually the head, will be pushed away, and that will reveal the head from Devastator, just like this. Okay? So now what's important to understand is that you have to make those two gray plastic rail go into the two grooves here. This is the only device that make the two parts together. Okay, so since this part is just steady and autonomously stationary, okay, I just have to bother with the upper part. So it will be easier, I would say, less messy. So I just have to look just to make the bit into the grooves and to push forward. Okay, since I've done that, you see, it's heavy. It's okay, but now I have to make everything locked, because you have this floppy mess on the fig. Okay, so to show you that, I have to just fold the figure at the lowest point. Okay, so now you can push the crotch here. So you have to prevent those parts to move back. It must stay forward during the process of locking. So here you have those two grooves that has to correspond here. So that's the tricky part. You have to take this, push this just up to hook those two plastic, yellow plastic parts. Of course, it's gonna mess with me. So that's the problem. We have to take it from here, and you have to force a little bit. That's the problem, to find where the hook are. Okay, because I don't see. Okay, yeah, and then to push it back, you have to twist this part up and click. It will click. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it will click by twisting this. Okay, so same here. I put it like this and I twist. I have to take it back here. If you put this panel up, it will help you to have some point to grab. So I twist here and click. Again, I don't know why. It's quite complex. I don't know. You see that now this is the chest plate. Now it is locked, but not everything is done. You just have after to clean everything. So you open this. So that's very elegant. This panel is close. You just put those parts that will be the ratchet. This is what will support all the weight of the arm, okay? And the ratchet is inside. So you block it like this, and you take this floppy mess will be locked by the arms and the lateral, and something else just below. So the curl from the hook will be turned 90 degrees, and here this connection have to be done just by friction. This is tabs in grooves, and then just have to lock it like this. Then you push it down, and there's a hole here. You can just fill with this plate that is locking. If you push it, it locks. Click. Okay, very elegant. Okay. Same thing here. Open, lock the ratchet from the arm, close this panel, turn the curl 90 degrees, lock the fist, lock the groove here, just below. I have to find, I don't see anything, okay, and lock here. Okay, and close here. You can now close those 3 little panel, the 2 yellow one and the big silver one. Now we can work on the chest. So you have here a very tiny hook, gray plastic hook that will hook into this hole. It's quite light. I would like to have something more robust, but it is like that. Turning the wheels here, that will be hidden by the chest plate, and you push on this just little nub here, and then you just have to deploy the 2 chest panel, and you have the chest panel from Devastator. Okay, now let's work on the arms. So that's really the piece of cake, I would say, because it's so easy compared to everything we did so far. So this will be the locking mechanism from the arm. So what you're going to do is to transform just this part here in order to extend the fist and to grab the weapon. You are not forced to, but it will be useful if you want to combine the weapon from a Devastator. And then you just close back the 2 arms to close everything back in vehicle mode. But here you have the end fully articulated, so that's really great. Okay, so each finger are articulated, even the thumb, and just have to like this. So really easy. Now same thing here. And paste it here. You have to unlock those parts, because if you don't, the elbow won't bend. So I don't like those sliders, because it's not clicking, it's not mechanism, it's just friction, and it's not really reliable. So sometimes friction is good, and sometimes friction is low, so I don't really like this. And then you can turn to have the elbow here, and it will allow you to lock this part. Okay. And you can lock then the feet. The fist here. And now you have the Devastator completely merged. And trust me, it takes some force and energy to be done on camera. Okay.